Hello, YouTube friends. Teresa Louise here. Hope everybody is doing well. I am just laying around, recuperating. I thought I'd come on here and say hi to everybody and let you know what happened Tuesday. Um, so, I'm okay. um, thought I wouldn't be there for a little while. Started having chest pains and got pretty painful. Actually, Monday night, I kind of woke up feeling uncomfortable. My back was hurting, and it was kind of, you know, under my shoulder blades and across my back. And I just thought, I was uncomfortable in bed. But it kept getting kind of worse through the night. And when I got up the next day, I just took my normal medications and put a heating pad on it. And but as the day progressed, it just kept getting worse, and then it moved into my chest. And so then I started worrying about, that I was having a heart attack. And because it didn't radiate out, you know, like into my left arm or anything like that. But I know women have different symptoms than men. And so I don't know. It just kept getting worse, and I could hardly breathe. That was the main thing. Every time I would try to breathe, I would just be in excruciating pain. Oh my God, it was terrible. And so I was just taking really shallow breaths, trying to catch my breath, and so that was getting worse. My blood pressure was going up, my pulse was going up, and finally I just said to my husband, I think you better call the ambulance because something's wrong here. And so he did. The ambulance, it was unbelievable to me how fast it got here. Although at first it seemed like it was going to take him forever, and then all of a sudden he's like, "There's the ambulance." I'm like, "You're kidding," you know. Of course, I wasn't laughing, but in fact, I was hardly talking. But anyway, I was real happy to see them. They, did all their stuff, and because we live in a really um, rural area, the the biggest thing around here is you just call Lifeline, especially if there's a heart issue. And so that's what they did. They called Lifeline, and but before they did that, or while we were waiting for Lifeline to come in, they did like a EKG, and he said, "I don't think you're having a heart attack. I don't see anything here that would indicate a heart attack." So he goes, "I'm not sure what's going on, but we're going to find out." So he still wanted me to go, which I thought was a good idea because I just couldn't breathe. And I knew I needed some sort of pain, something, or, you know. So I got to go on a helicopter ride Tuesday afternoon, and everybody was super great. And get in the helicopter, they get the IV in me. I have, you know, that's not too bad. Bruises from the IV, that's where they put it. And they got some pain medication down me. I think they gave me fentanyl. And I could kind of feel it, but I still wasn't breathing good. But I know, it takes a little time sometimes for the medication to kick in. And so when she asked me if I was better, I told her, yeah, a little bit, but she could tell I was still in distress. So she gave me a little more. We waited because I think it was close to a hour ride. I want to say at least 45 minutes to the hospital. I'm sure it was an hour. but I'm not really sure of anything. Anyway, so she ended up giving me pain meds 3 times before I finally said, "Oh my God, I can breathe." It still hurt, but I was breathing much better for sure. And I just could have given her a big hug, but I was strapped down. So, uh, yeah, so got into the hospital and they cut the rest of my clothes off, my shirt, got me all set up, brought x-ray in, drew out blood, did all the things. Another EKG, and then they did a CAT scan. And so their EKG also came back that I wasn't having a heart attack. And so I feel so blessed that that's not what was happening. And I mean, to tell you, I was scared and I was thinking all the things, because I'm 59. I'm not that healthy, really. I haven't been for a few years, with this fibromyalgia. And so I don't get a lot of exercise. But they said my heart looked good. They said my lungs looked good. So I can't remember what time we got in there. I want to say it was around 4 o'clock, maybe close to 5. My husband showed up about 9 because it was a 3-hour drive, 3.5-hour drive for him. So he came in. Yeah, he was pretty worried, and but he's doing okay. I think he's coming down off the stress, so he's been really tired and is kind of napping and kind of catching up because he's not used to having to take care of me in a stressful situation like that. It's always been the other way around, I get all the stuff together and I know what to do, and he didn't know what to do at all. So I felt really bad about that. So he's got some training coming. So I'm going to have to make some lists for him, and here's what you do, So anyway, so no, I got all the, clear, you're clear, pretty much kind of thing. Kind of boiled down to pleurisy, and pleurisy is the lining between on your lungs and your ribs, and it, when you take a breath, it keeps your lungs from rubbing on your bones. So when you get an infection or an inflammation there in the pleura, it hurts. And I have had it before, and I did think at several times through the day that that's what was going on, but it has never been that bad. I mean, it hurt so bad. Honestly, I could just go, barely like that, trying to breathe. So anyway, they had all my, had me all under control. They did want me to stay the night, but I'm like, well, I hate for my husband to have to drive 3.5 hours back. He won't get a motel room because he's got the dogs with him, Those have got to go with you wherever you go. And so then it was like midnight. I'm like, no, if I'm not having a heart attack, just give me some medication, what I need, and I'll be on my way and I'll go see my doctor tomorrow or the next day. So that's what I did, and it was an extremely uncomfortable ride home because the pain medication that they'd given me at the hospital was wearing down off, right? And so I realized that I was still in pretty bad shape. But I made it home and got some more, got my own pain medications in me, and put on some oxygen because that was the one thing they wanted me to have too, especially with all these fires we're having around here. And so, anyway, that's kind of, I've just been resting and putting oxygen on when I feel like I need it. I'm not sure how this came about. I don't have a cold. I haven't had a cold. I haven't had the flu. I haven't had pneumonia. I haven't had any of the things. They did give me a COVID test. I didn't have COVID. Boy, now, if that test isn't pleasant, ooh, they shove that thing all the way down in your nose and then a little bit further. No fun. That hurt. Anyway, I'm doing okay. I'm coming back. I'm on prednisone, and I can breathe, and I'm just kind of tired, but I'm feeling a lot better. So there's no need to worry. I'm okay. I kind of wonder, and I'm going to check this out, but I had been taking quite a bit of allergy medication, and one of the causes of pleurisy can be from medication. So I'm wondering if I just dried myself out too much, because allergy medications do that, will dry you out. So I'll talk to my doctor about that. I don't know, but I'm better. I'm not sure when I'm going to post a normal video, but I did want to come on because some of y'all know what's going on, and let you know what's happening. I'm going to try and stay in contact with my friends, and so that's what I'm doing. So you guys take care, and I'll see you next time, okay? Love you guys. Bye.